Okay, and we are a go. So everyone's good to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead, take this time if you guys could introduce your characters for me. So we'll start at the top of the Discord and work our way down.
All right. My name is Koss. I'll be playing Jonathan. That's Jonathan with an E. He is a Water Genasi cleric, an Arcana cleric. And that is as far as I've gotten. He's a blue boy. He's blue. We know that.
Alrighty. I am playing Marlowe the Impaler, who has almost definitely never impaled anyone. But he is all about appearances. And that was a super intimidating name for him. So he is a Hexblade Warlock with a criminal background, and he's a Hobgoblin. And he's that's it. He has 2 sets of armor. He has a chain shirt and a scale mail armor, and he'll chain into one or the other, depending on what he thinks the day's going to be.
Sounds good. Okay, Mr. J.
All right, Jay, I'm playing Elman Hopsgrower. He is an arcane trickster with a spy background, and his alignment is neutral.
So whoever's paying the most.
Exactly.
Yep. And then Starkman.
Hello, I am playing as Severin. I am a very nice tiefling fighter. Used to be a military man, then got tired of killing stuff, so went off to kill not people stuff. And I'm that's it.
Okay, and did you guys talk about how your group met? What adventures
fight.
you've been
Bar
on?
fight.
Bar fight.
A bar fight?
Yeah.
I see nothing wrong with this.
We've done a couple of jobs together since then, as we're level 5, so we're not total noobs.
So who instigated the bar fight at level 1?
I was probably asking Marlowe whether or not he could actually impale people.
And then we probably both tried to use our sets of. I was probably also trying to gamble, and there's 2 sets of charlatans dice in the party, so I'm pretty sure that 2 people in the party accused one another of cheating. So
there
and
we go.
That card game in Solo where they're both cheating and they both know.
Right, exactly.
That's great. Okay. So we have the really mismatched bunch. Well, let's get us some music. Oh, that's right. I haven't added any of my tracks to this page yet. 1 second. Thankfully, I know where to go to get these quickly. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so here we are. Our motley crew is now returning from a recent errand where they've been asked to collect some rare magical ingredients for the local hedge mage, Pinna. So you guys have gone out, you've gone on an adventure, you're nice and tired, you've expended most of your spell slots, and then you're coming back to the home stomping turf of Gravesford. It is a nice summer day. The sun is getting ready to set, throwing everything into sharp contrast, and you're passing by the farms, which are located at A1 in the upper left-hand corner of the map. As you're walking through, you see the familiar sight of Let's see here. Where was his name? Of Duke Carrick. The human patriarch looks over to you from his doorstep and turns his nose up and walks back inside. You know him to be a pompous man who won't have anything to do with your kind. Indeed, he's the only one in town who seems to be able to be friendly with the wicked Sir Peloton, who drops by every once in a while. So here you are on the outskirts of Gravesford, walking through the farms. What would you guys like to do?
Ooh, probably rest our weary heads.
I'm down for that.
Do we want to drop off our stuff first?
That's probably an intelligent idea.
Yeah, you drop off, get paid,
Get that money.
and then ale.
Ale.
Mm.
How we all first met.
Okay.
Marlo kind of glares at. I think who has the other set of costs? Who are you playing? Do you have the other set of dice?
Yeah, I got the other guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Marlo kind of glares at Jonathan then. Still holds the grudge.
I'm still like a finger gun back.
Okay. Well, you guys know that Pinna's shop is located down at A6, which is on the southern part by the river. You also know at A4 that is the Reluctant Pig. A2 is the market area, and you know A3 is the chapel.
Okay.
So, you guys are free to go where you want. The town is currently closing down after a busy day of markets and fairs. The harvest has been coming out. Generally, a pleasant time here in Gravesford.
Let's head for
Okay.
A6, or let's head for Tina's shop. I wouldn't call it A6. That would be
Alright, guys, let's all head for A6.
Yep. Okay. So you guys walk through town. You pass through the marketplace where vendors are starting to close their stalls. There are still a few shouting out their wares. A couple of them share Coric's demeanor, and they kind of shy away from you motley crew. You pass by Pinna's shop, or Pinna's little stand that she has set up there, and you see it still has the customary sign out playing, find me, look for the hat, otherwise visit my shop after market. And it is completely empty. Her stall is.
Okay.
Yep.
Good day.
Yeah, well, you pass through, walking down the road to the south, and you come down, you're walking through, passing by the houses, and you finally come to Pinna's shop. As you come up, the spicy, sweet scent of boiled licorice and anise seed billows from the smokestack of Pinna's dome-roofed hut. Other medical herbs hang by the doorway, long garlic ropes and branches of flowering barberry. So, the door is wide open, and you can hear Pinna's voice from inside.
Is she's singing, I take it? She's singing, I take it?
No, there seems to be another customer. It seems that there was an old lady who had walked in and is now walking out, and you hear Pinna's voice say, "I hope that cures your warts."
Oh, warts. My mother had.
Thank you, Pinna. And then the
Marlo,
old lady
into my
shuffles
pocket.
off.
Marlo shakes his head.
She sees you guys and kind of like steps to the side.
Marlowe nod, like kind of grins at her with his kind of fanged teeth. He's used to humans giving him a wide berth and kind of plays into it.
She turns her eyes away and hobbles off as quickly as she can with her cane and package under her left arm.
Humans.
What would you guys like to do?
I'll go in the shop. Say hello.
Okay. So you come walking into the shop, and you see Pinna. Where is the description? Pinna is a young woman of 17 who lives in the village of Gravesford, at the edge of the forest rend. She's easily recognized by her curly red hair, tall, pointed straw hat, and crystal necklace, which you guys know is her arcane focus. You've seen her casting spells with before. She is a country hedge mage and is well respected by the people of Gravesford. And she often entertains the children at festivals and market days by conjuring motes of flames or bouquets of flowers. And she helps the adults in town by supplying them with sleeping tonics and preventatives. You also know her as one of the few literate people in town, and when she sees you guys, she pipes up and she says, "Well, hello again! It's so good to see you! Did you guys find what I was looking for?"
All right, Pinna.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thank you! And she goes ahead, she takes the package from you, and she sets it underneath her desk. Now, payment! I guess that's what you guys want, isn't it?
If you insist.
Oh, I do. You guys are always so great. I love you all. So, I could be really boring and just give you gold, or I've made some potions recently. I know how much you guys like potions.
I think when she says
Potions.
or, I lean in a little bit, and then she says potions, and then I lean back.
Yeah, so she goes ahead, she pulls up a rack of potions, and she sets it down. They're all nice, neatly corked, and they're labeled with her flowing handwriting. You see, one of them says a potion of greater healing. One of them says a potion of animal friendship. One of them says a potion of poison resistance. And she says, because you guys did such a great job, I'll let you have 2 of these.
Marlowe kind of scowls at the potion of animal friendship, and he says, "Animals are for eating, not for talking to."
After hearing that, I immediately go for the potion of animal.
Well, they're a lot easier to eat if you befriend them first.
Marlowe,
Wait,
Marlowe
what?
thinks on the wisdom. Marlowe thinks on the wisdom of these cruel words. He's impressed.
It's why I named my chicken Patty.
Mm,
There's also Nugget out back too.
delicious.
Mhm.
Nugget sounds good.
Okay.
But yeah, Marlowe has no preference on.
So, potion of animal friendship. And
Well, healing. Can't go wrong with healing.
that's right.
I don't know. Do we really need healing? I mean, poison resistant.
Not gonna get poisoned picking flowers.
That's a good point.
Actually, that's one of the prime
Really,
times to get
alcohol
poisoned.
poisoning is alcohol poisoning.
That's an even better point.
Sounds like we want the poison one then. Is that what you guys thinking?
Okay, I'm just not dragging your butts back to the church again to get healed.
Yep. So, potion of poison resistance.
I guess so.
Okay, so you get those 2, and she brings the potion of greater healing back underneath. And she also says, "Oh, and I still have a stock of potions of healing. If you guys ever need them, just let me know."
How much we talking?
Oh, only 50 gold each.
Prices. Marla looks annoyed and walked out.
What's got him in a sour mood?
Will we ever know?
Can I make a perception check to kind of take note of where she keeps these things, just in case?
Yeah, go right ahead.
All right. Well, it was actually more also to figure out how to actually make a perception check. So let's see. Roll the d20.
Yep. From your character sheet, if you press on the word perception in your skills section, it'll automatically roll it and add all your things to it.
Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
There you go.
That was persuasion.
Yep.
But you rolled a 20.
Kind of the same thing.
There
So,
we go.
yeah, you still, when you accidentally roll something, I take the first roll that you made. So,
Okay.
which could be good or bad for you. But you rolled a 20.
Yeah.
And, so, no, you are able to, you're like leaning on the counter, and you see she takes the rack with the greater healing potion, and she sets it, she moves a curtain behind her desk, the counter, and puts it behind that, and then lets the curtain fall over it. You also managed to catch sight of a rune as you were looking at it. Probably some sort of sigil of like warding or alarm. Should anyone try to take it?
Okay. Just taking notes. Okay.
Yep. Okay. So then, you guys are free to do whatever you want now.
I will use Mask of Many Faces. Marlo will kind of alter himself to make him look like a kind of grubby human farmer type.
Okay.
He usually does that just to kind of get the eyes of people off of him.
Mm-hmm.
He found it's a better way to get cheaper drinks at the pub.
Perfect.
Yep. So you guys are used to this ruse.
Yeah, you guys probably all know what he looks like in his grubby human form.
Yep.
Which is how he refers to it as well, obviously.
Do I know how many ducks are on Duck Island?
You do not know how many ducks are on Duck Island. And it changes depending on how many crocodiles are in the water.
Oh, they're crocodiles.
So, what would
All
you
right,
guys
so
like
we're
to do?
headed off to the bar.
To the bar. Okay, up to A4.
Yep, to the bar.
And that's also where the inn is, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Inn,
so that's
bar,
where we
they go together. Don't put the bed too far from the drink. So, here we are. We're coming up on the inn. I've moved this over, so let's drag some tokens onto the map. I got you guys. And you can have free range of motion as you wish. So here you are, you've come into the bar, the Reluctant Pig. It's the oldest building in Gravesford. A two-story inn with a moss-covered roof, constructed from the same stone as the Gravesford Bridge. The sign outside depicts a young pig straining against a leash held by someone we cannot see. There's no text on the sign, as most people in the town are illiterate. So as you walk in, you see Gazelle and Gawain standing behind the counter. They look at you and they say, "Aye, welcome back, you lot. Now don't cause any trouble." And Gazelle gives you a look, but a smile too, because she knows your coin is good. Their young daughter, Brecca, is running around and handing out food and drinks to the patrons in the inn. And there are a couple tables, people sitting, most of them by themselves, but they've been going around. They don't give you much mind as you enter. So,
Marlo holds up a hand and beckons Elman over to the table by the door. Always want to have a quick exit.
I'll go up and, how much is the most expensive drink you have?
Well, that would be the pig's kisser. That runs you 5 silver.
Ooh, I'll take 2.
Okay, hold on. Hey, Brecca, we got the pig's kisser, please. Oh, okay, coming right up, she says. She then runs out back to go down to the cellar where they keep the pig's kisser. Yep, gotta keep it cold, that one. So, how are you guys doing? How is your day?
Very uneventful. Just went out, did some questing as normal.
Good one. Yeah. Running errands for that mage again?
You know the drill.
Yep.
Marlo doesn't get up. He just looks towards the bar and shouts, "Food!"
Yeah, it's already on its way, Marlo.
He gives a thumbs up.
So, and at this time, you do smell that your favorite meal is already cooking in the oven. Brecca runs back in and sets Gawain sets 2 glasses in front of you, and then he takes this old bottle of aged wine, and he uncorks it, hands it over for you to approve,
Yes.
and then pours you 2 glasses. Enjoy. Should I put this on your tab?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. Yep. So you guys, the food is going to be delivered to Marlowe's table. If you guys, are you guys going to join him? You guys still sitting at your different tables?
Sure, I'll join.
Bring over my 2 drinks.
Yep.
Ready to go.
Lo and behold, it is the finest roast duck.
Marlo looks very happy with this.
Yes. So it is a fine roast duck being put on the table, and you're there, you're enjoying a good time, you're laughing with each other, there's chit-chat in the bar, and all seems to be going well, but then you start to hear a commotion outside. And you hear...
Trouble?
Not trouble, just a commotion. Like the moving of feet, the parting of carts, the walking of the step of the horse hoof as it's coming, and then the clank of armor as it descends from the horse. Let's see. And the door of the bridge house opens with a crash. Allow me to move these to the token layer first. The door to the bridge house opens with a crash. And in walks, all the heads inside the bar turn towards the entrance. A man in heavy armor stands in the doorframe, silhouetted and statuesque, a cloak hanging over his left shoulder, and his right hand grasping the pommel of a sheathed longsword. The knight strides in with 4 other armed warriors behind him and surveys the tap room. A squire emerges from behind his cloak, unfurls a parchment, and declares, "Behold, Sir Peliton, Knight of the 3 Roses! The Star Knight bears a proclamation from your new Lord Saxton, Baron of Bedegar. Your lord demands the head of Bone Breaker Dorkar and the White Tusk Orcs, the lawless beast that slaughtered the Baron of Bedegar and his family. The new Baron promises the glory of a knighthood and 500 gold marks to whosoever brings to him the head of the Orcs' blood chief." Sir Pellington points sharply to the wall of a tavern, and the squire scurries over and hammers the scroll to the wall, covering up several previous proclamations. The knight now personally strides forth into the tap room, and his mouth curls into a venomous sneer. "And now that you have heard the proclamation, let it be known that you shall do nothing about it." He eyes your table in particular. Let me tell you, you dirt-trodden peasants, none of you will be knighted and elevated to my station, for none of you are worthy of that. I shall find these beasts and bring them to justice. I will be the one, and with that he looks directly at your table. And you will continue enjoying your joyless lives. Then he saunters over to your table. 2 of his lackeys come with him while the other 2 stand near the door. And he comes and he sits between you at your table, and he sits down. Well, what have we here? Rat catchers with delusions of grandeur, how quaint. If you've come seeking coin, I have some, if you want to take it from me. And he's looking right across the table at Marlowe. And he then takes the glass of the pig's kisser, and starts sipping it.
I want to cast Mage Hand and tip it so it spills on him. Now, as an arcane trickster, I can cast Mage Hand, and basically it is invisible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
This is going to determine how well you are at hiding the motions for this.
Okay.
Very good.
That's pretty damn good.
Yep. So he goes and he starts sipping it, and then you just ever so slightly you look away and you flick your hand, and your invisible mage hand tips the bottle of the glass so that the entire thing spills across his face. He coughs and slams the glass down. Ugh! What is this wretch that you are drinking?
Marlowe starts laughing like riotously. He's never seen anything so funny.
I pick up the glass and finish it for him.
You are an impetuous lot. And then he stands up and looks you over and says, "Now, listen to me, and listen well. I suggest that all of you rat catchers pick up your bags and leave town."
I'll slowly raise
Now
my
hold
hand
on,
later,
I
like
want
sit in
wisdom saves
class.
from everyone.
Fair. I'm really bad at
I
this.
can't do this.
Oh,
Oh,
Let's see here. Okay, so then. The 17, and the 27 will pass. The 14, however, will not. So, Elman, you are now affected by a mass suggestion.
After 24 hours. All right, so I have to leave town.
fuck.
Use the course of action. Best of its ability. Okay.
And then he turns and he looks at you. What do you say to that?
I'll raise my hand slowly in the air like a kid in class.
He just glares at you.
And
Marlowe,
I'll say you got something on your face. There.
And with that, he snaps his fingers. And let's see. I gotta make sure. Hold on. We're about to enter combat.
Have I heard of this this fellow this night before? Can I make a history check or something to see if I've heard of, like, does he have a reputation?
You've heard of him. You know, he's around the area. He's one of the Baron's knights of the Roses, and they're known for being nefarious, and some of them downright evil.
And are they known for being, like, particularly good at their jobs, or do they have, like, a reputation for being...
They are efficient.
Incompetent. Okay, so they're to be feared, not incompetent.
That is correct. And
Okay.
so, as you raise your hand and you say this, he snaps his fingers, and you feel. Let's see if you feel anything. This will be non-lethal damage right now. At the same time, okay. So I'm assuming it's the 24 hits and the 8 misses.
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so one of the veterans standing behind you, slams his longsword pommel into the table, while the other one clocks you with the pommel of his longsword, dealing 9 bludgeoning damage to you.
Okay, got it.
Sir Peloton looks at you, and then puts a finger on your plate and drags it towards him, and then starts picking at your roast duck. You, my friend, need to learn some manners.
Marlowe will grunt and stand up and kind of force a calmness onto his face, and looks at
the other two the other two guards standing by the door walk in and walk up behind you with their swords already drawn.
Sure. He doesn't like react. He just kind of puts his hands out to the side, spreading his fingers, so he doesn't look a threat. And he looks at this knight and he says, "Obviously, we've had too much to drink. Come, let's buy you around."
He starts laughing and looks to his friends. Did you hear that? The rat catcher wants to buy me around. You know what? Here. I think you'll need this to buy me the round. And he flips a gold coin to you. If I need your coin... no, it's not going to happen.
Well then, good luck on your hunt, my lord. And Marlowe does a bow, but like he's not particularly practiced at courtship, so the bow's wrong. And he also like is very purposefully bowing, maybe too low, to kind of take the piss out of him. But trying to do it subtly.
Mm-hmm.
He's a charismatic fellow.
Now, this looks like a fine meal. Good job, Gawain, he says over to the counter. Hey, tell me, my men, are you hungry? Here, have some food, and then let's go. His men standing behind him smile, and they all reach down and take the plates from in front of you. And then Sir Pellington stands up. It's been a pleasure. I hope to never see you again.
I'll say out loud, like, I don't get it. He just said he could pay for everyone, but then he's taking other people's food.
Yeah, what's up with
But I'll
that?
say it in like that sarcastic ass voice.
You do not understand because you are weak and insignificant. When you hold authority, you take what you want. And I want this. And they take all your food and begin walking out.
I go order some more food.
Okay, so you're going to let them walk out?
We'll catch
Well,
up.
I'm halfway down the road by now.
Well,
He told me to get it down. I gotta go.
Well, he said pack your bags.
Well, did we even have a chance to unpack it? We walked in and started drinking.
He says pack your bags, and then he just looked at your already packed bag.
Yep. So one of your friends is already starting to walk down the road.
Can I pick him up as I go to grab food?
Yeah, just give me a good smack.
Smacking would be rude.
Okay.
Can Marlowe isn't he's not a trained magician or wizard, but he's knows his magic. Can I see if he's been affected by something, or do I think he's just scared and leaving?
Yep. Go ahead. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, that's not. Yeah, well then Marlowe just
Well, it's great playing with you guys.
Yeah. Marlowe just says, coward, and sits back down and kind of eats what's left of the meal. And when he was talking about the strong taking from the weak, Marlowe was kind of like nodding along in agreement.
Things that backfire when Matthew Colville assumes the party will be good aligned.
right.
But when you order more food, you see Gawain and Gazelle both breathe a deep sigh of relief. Oh, thank you for not making that more of a scene than it had to be. Where's your friend going?
That's a real good question.
Is anyone going to stop him?
Marlowe's
He's gotta walk out of town.
I'm gonna order the food real quick and ask them to put on the Lord's tab for me, and then I'll go after.
Yeah. Oh, say that again.
I asked if there's any chance they could put it on the what's his guy who just left?
Sir Peloton.
Yeah, Sir Peloton. I asked if they could just throw it on his tab for me.
You know he doesn't keep a tab. He takes what he wants, as you can see.
And send him the bill, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see.
Marlowe's gonna go inspect that poster he pinned up.
Okay. Goodbye, Elman.
See you guys.
Hey, I've decided you're a coward, so I'm not going after you.
Yep, okay. So, he's walking away now. You go up to observe the poster. You see there's a wanted sign with a picture of a really, like, war-torn orc. You think it's female? Kind of hard to tell. It says, wanted, dead. Reward, 500 gold.
And do I, as a hobgoblin, what's the relationship between hobgoblins and orcs in this area?
This area, you actually don't know of any orcs in this area. So they would have had to have arrived recently.
Okay. And are like the two tribes, like are the two...
It would be like having, humans and dwarves in the same world.
Sure. So they would be like, they wouldn't hate each other by any means.
Yeah, they wouldn't hate each other, they wouldn't like each other. It depends on the group, it depends on what they need.
Sure. Okay, cool. Marlowe will make a note of that in his head and start thinking about what he's going to spend that 500 gold on.
Okay.
And Jonathan, you're still in here, so he'll look at you and he says, "More fun than picking flowers."
I look at the. Well, I don't know if you have the posting or not in hand. But
Yeah, I'll probably like pull it down and bring it over to the table.
Yeah, okay. I look at the posting and agree and say, yeah, it definitely looks like something we can do. And then I'll say, wait, look, who am I? And then I'll take one of the food plates on the table and just like angrily chomp down on it.
Marlo starts laughing, and he says, "Remember when the drink poured on him? That was fun."
Oh yeah, I'll cast a shape water on one of the drinks and splash it on myself.
that gets a hearty chuckle out of Marlo.
Okay. So we have Severin. Are you going after your friend?
Yeah, I'm not really going after it. I'm just kind of following him. You're like, so where are we going?
I'm leaving town. Sounds like a good idea.
Why are you doing that?
To be honest, I don't know.
You know, the inn here has the best alcohol in than any of the nearby area. I don't know what you're talking about leaving here.
Would that be enough to shake my shake the thing? It's like, ooh, I do like good alcohol.
You still think that leaving town is a really good idea? Yeah.
Can I make I can't make a wisdom save. See if I can save out of this.
Yep. You've already made your wisdom save, and so
I guess we'll just keep walking for a little while.
In fairness, the suggestion did not say you had to stay out of town. You just have to leave town.
That is true.
Yeah, the words this is like it's like a condition, so I just have to leave town, and it'll be like, oh, I'm done.
Okay.
Okay, wait a second.
Scratched that itch.
It takes me an hour to get that back there, and then you guys are all sitting there on drunk. I come back in 2 hours later, and I start cursing like a sailor, saying, "Not one of you." Started coming after me, and I'm walking all.
Marlo.
Okay.
Really?
Marlo just shrugs and's like, "You were a coward."
I'll let that slide. Yeah, as soon as you get out of town, you're like that bugger.
Oh, did something happen?
Yeah,
I've just been following.
If you're recording this, I'm trying to keep this PG rated. So.
Yep. Oh man. A poorly worded suggestion. Okay.
I cast Mage Hand again. I tie their shoelaces to their chairs.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sleight of hand again, and everyone else roll perception.
Now are you tying my shoes? Because I've been following
22.
you.
Oh!
Not gonna lie, hour of drinking, probably pretty drunk. So give yourself
yeah, because that's 2 hours after this. So yeah. Does disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage on all these perception checks if you're going drunk. Yep. Well, so as you guys, none of you notice, at your at tipsy or drunken stage, that your shoelaces, your boots have been tied to the chairs, and when you stand up, you all start falling over, and it is the exact comic relief that the tavern needed. They all start laughing at you guys, and an air of levity reappears after such a disgruntled appearance.
You hear Marlo mutter, "I will impale you."
I nonchalantly light a pipe.
This is probably like the 20th time that this has happened. So
Right, and like
Yeah, this is nothing new. This is like happens every other week.
right. And like also like Marlo's kind of drunk now, so he's like, and he's using like, he's getting confused between where his actual body is and where the illusion of his body is because of Mask of Many Faces. So he's probably having a really hard time undoing these shoelaces. He probably puts his fingers through the shoelaces a couple times before he remembers.
You guys are having a
so
grand
are your
old
fingers
time.
like clipping through the illusion
Right.
boots?
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so by this time, the sun has gone down. It's night. What do you guys want to do?
Nighttime.
I want to earn 500 gold.
Same. What is this? 500 gold?
Tomorrow. Gold's tomorrow.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So, are you guys
Looks
planning
like
on
one
sleeping?
really
Do you want to go
large
walk
room.
around town?
I'll probably go for a walk around town. It's like what,
yeah,
like
what time?
8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
Yeah, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Yeah. So Marlo will probably be like, hey, light it, like walk off the drink a little bit, get rid of some of those spinny star things, and just go for a nice walk.
Okay, where would you like to go?
I'll walk to the market, and then up towards the church, and then back to the inn.
Yep.
Gotta
Okay.
get the steps in.
I've done enough walking tonight.
So you're gonna retire to your room? You guys have rooms at the Pig.
Well, no, I'm still hungry, so I'm actually going to sit down and eat. So I'm going to sit at the bar, smoke my pipe.
They're giving you food on the house this time for not causing a scene.
Oh, that's, how nice of them.
Yeah, to replace the duck
Better
that
than
was
last
stolen
time
from you.
better than last time when we did make a scene.
Yep. Okay, so who is going for a walk? Is that Koss or Imkava?
I am, yeah.
Okay, Marlo. So you go by the marketplace. It's dark. The stalls have all shut down by now. The only thing that's out is the miscreants and the teenagers who are running around causing mischief. You walk through there without problem. You walk up to A3 where the chapel is, and you see it's all closed up for the night. There's a single candle burning in the parsonage. Well, that's it. It looks like it's in need of repair. The chapel is.
Sure. Okay, I'll head back to the thing after getting kind of a walk in, some fresh air.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll head up to my room.
Okay, sounds good. Are you all heading up to your rooms?
Yeah.
What season is it? Would you say like
Summer.
summer, winter, summer? Okay. I'll put away my cross stitch and go up to the rooms.
Okay. Yep. So, I take it you all go to your rooms for the night, lay down in bed to get some well-deserved rest. You're retiring a little bit earlier than you normally do, but that's because you had a long day of adventuring, you got the package, the Pinna, and you also almost got killed. So, you go to sleep for the night, settling down in your beds, and you get a good 6 hours in there. So what we're going to say is that with 2 hours of light activity beforehand, you all have completed a long rest. And then it's in the twilight hours that a scream and a chorus of bestial roars shatters the stillness of the night. The sounds come from the edge of town, from the edge closest to the forest. As the screams fade into silence, an explosion jolts the entire town into wakefulness, and a towering flame erupts at the southernmost tip of the village.
Marlo will kind of roll out of bed, pull the shutters of his window open, look out. Fucking orcs.
I just jump out of bed, grab my stuff, get ready.
Okay. Are you guys taking time to put on armor?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, how long does it take? Let me look that up.
I take my time.
Yeah, I probably will too. I think it's 5 minutes. I think it's 5 minutes to put on the armor.
Yeah.
And I'll put on the scale mail, not the chain kit, because it sounds like stealth is out the window.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. Armored up, ready to go.
So, getting some armor on. You guys are hurrying to put your armor on. You're helping each other, rushing through this process. You hear more screams, and downriver there's splashing of water. Those of you looking out the window, you can see a few like strands of fire disappearing into the forest rend.
Which way is that?
Ooh.
To the east.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right, let's run that way.
Okay. So you guys are going to choose. You're going to go across the bridge.
Where was the big flash of fire? Like the huge.
Oh, it was down at the southernmost tip of the village.
Okay. How far away, like in terms of maybe yards or feet?
Okay.
Is the map to scale? No, it's not. I take that back.
Well, if I
Yes,
see
it is
fire, I'm
only
gonna start running towards
130 feet.
Let's see. It'll take you about. Oh man, what is that? It takes 2 minutes to reach Pinna's house from the inn.
Okay. I'm running towards the source of the fire.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably run. I'll probably go that way as well. Does it take 2 minutes sprinting, or is it 2 minutes at a walk?
2 minutes sprinting.
All right, it'll probably.
Okay.
All
I'm
right.
just looking at it. And
Marlo-
as soon as
Marlo
it's
will
within
jog
30 feet,
initially and then
I
hurry
start
up.
putting out a fire.
Okay. Who? It all took you 5 minutes to put on your armor.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, medium. And if medium is the heaviest we have, then yes.
Yeah.
If anyone's wearing heavy, then it's 10 minutes.
Okay. Then it's about 7 minutes. It's been about 7 or 8 minutes before you die. After the explosion. So, as you are running up, you see. Let me pull these on here. We'll use this map just as a map of the river for combat. As you guys run up, you see Pinna's house is ablaze and is burning. The charred corpses of 2 orcs are in. You can see that there are charred corpses inside of it. And as you look across the river, you can see on the other side that there are orcs running away in the moonlight. We have one of these orcs is particularly large. The other ones are what you would expect the normal size of orcs to be. There are 3 of them that are trying to make their way towards the forest rent. You guys have run up and you are... One second. Over here on this side of the river. And we will operate with this scale. So like you're currently like 50 feet away from them with 25 feet of water in between.
Okay. Would now be the time to roll initiative?
I guess so. So,
Alright.
to roll initiative, select your character's token and then click the word initiative on your character sheet. It's important that you select your character's token first.
Okay.
And there we go.
Good job.
Wow.
Okay, let me pull out these here. I gotta pull out my...
Literally, all my rolls have been 20s.
We'll have to check your software for cheating.
I got the hacks.
Okay. So, this guy, initiative, this one, initiative, on this one, initiative. Okay, I think we got everyone there. So, the large orc across the river. You see, he's wearing some sort of plate mail armor that's just been wrapped around him. He carries a giant longsword that looks more like a greatsword to you, but he's wielding it like a longsword. And he also has a shield. So he's like a giant tank. Down below him, there is an orc wearing a breastplate, and it's holding a falchion. And finally, to the north of him, there is he's wearing like scraps of chainmail over his body, and he has a lash in one hand and a spiked club in the other. So, there we go. Jonathan, you are up.
All right, so the house is on fire right now.
Yes, the house is currently on fire.
Excellent. I'm gonna make it rain like Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Well, that should be a second level spell. That is my racial spell. So I get an additional 10 gallons of water, y'all.
Okay.
I'm just making it rain, putting out the fire.
Okay. It's starting to rain. It's starting to put out the flames, but the flames, like there's something alchemical about them, so it's not quite out yet.
Sure. Okay, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Okay, so that brings us to the orc with the scraps of chain about him. He looks behind, and he takes his lash, and he whips out at the, oh man, it did not like that.
Oops.
Woof.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so it did not like that. My roll 20 just like crashed for a second.